And here I am. Wow, that looks weird, but you know what? I'm gonna roll with it. I don't care. Hello there. I am the Abyssal Drink. I'm an idiot who really thinks that this is fun, and it is. So as long as I'm not bored, I'm going to keep making videos. Currently, the video that I am in the process of editing as making this video, it's taking me forever. I really underestimated how long it would take to do all the editing. So, I decided to play some ranked and record the footage. Now, if it looks exactly how it looks for me, to you, whoops. But it doesn't really matter. It's much better than what OBS would give me, which would be extremely choppy. One day, when I have an actually good video card, whatever, I'll have quality videos at some point. Well, when it comes to any recordings of League, and I'll be able to do them live. But for now, this is just something that I played, went into highlights, and downloaded the entire thing, and sat through recording it. I should have been paying attention to what I was doing, but honestly, I played really well this game. The reason being, because my last 5 games were all losses. Wow, that really sucked. By the way, I'm in Gold 4, so don't expect the best. Now right now, my entire idea was to push level 2 against the Fizz, because Talon passive is extremely strong, and as you saw, I got the passive marks, but I just didn't get it off because the fish ran away. Now, I'm coming up here because I just want to get a ward out, since the Singe is dealing with, you know, a Mordekaiser. I don't think he's going to die though, so I don't feel like helping him. I go around because I really don't want to deal with fish trying to be even a little bit aggressive. Like, he gets cocky. Just watch. Since I'm Talon and I don't have to utilize my E, my Q deals a lot of damage, and I'm not expecting my W to actually hit him. So I just level up my Q 2 times and I get an easy kill on him because he, for some reason, thinks he can fight me. Even without passive, Talon is still really strong, and Fizz just isn't that great of an early game champion when compared to Talon. Just the raw upfront damage that Talon has should be more apparent because of Fizz's mobility. The fact that he has the E that he hops up and becomes invulnerable, he loses out on damage potential, really. And his W just doesn't really deal a lot of damage unless the trade is extremely extended and his opponent isn't fighting back. And since I am fighting back and I have more AD than him, like, I'm going to get the kill. Now as Talon, I like hopping and doing parkour. I make sure the control ward hover. I just make sure I get a nice little back. Just get some control wards, as one should always do. Sometimes I forget to though. And get some long swords as I prepare for a serrated Dirk instead of a Tiamat. I eventually do get the Tiamat, but my entire thought process is I don't really need to roam that hard. Like, Talon's push is still really good without a Tiamat, and his mana costs aren't all that high. Now, Fish thinks he can go for a cannon minion, and I show him that he is horribly mistaken. You really should make sure that you aren't going for CS if you're going to lose half your life for it. Now, this Fizz really is afraid of me, and it's a good thing that he actually is pinging that crazy, at least for his team's sake, because not too many people pay attention, and it's good to see that my opponents actually have some sense. But now I actually will go to bot lane, because, well, I want those kills. I'm Talon. I roam. That's what I do. So I just make my way down. Blitzcrank, they have no vision, and Blitzcrank decides to go for the flashiest of plays. I think I should leave because my E barely gets over the wall, but since he managed to get a pull, I go in, we chunk down Braum, he flashes away, Lucian heals. It's honestly pretty good. Blitzcrank, although, he uses Flash and Ignite as well, and I think that's going to come back to bite him in the ass. It just kind of is what it is. Now, pretty much at this point in the game, the fish can never roam. Not like I can. Like, he gets spotted by me with the Scryer and just knows that I can just follow him and then just easily kill him. Easily. Although, that little cloth armor in his inventory is going to prove to be quite annoying later. Now, for some reason, there's a Mordekaiser in our jungle. For some reason, Mordekaiser doesn't know where the Kha'Zix is, and I have priority in my lane, so it's a free kill. I'm Talon. I just hop over walls. You don't invade a Talon's jungle without having knowledge of where the enemy jungler is. Otherwise, that happens. I think the fish is roaming down, and he just wanted to come get some mana, get some... And, you know, I just push him away. I just push him away, because he's completely afraid of me. I think he's level 5 at this point, yes, and I am level 6. So, he's not touching me. I just mess with him a little bit. I know his team is coming. I'm just being a complete douche. Singe died. For some reason. He's been proxying a lot. That's just what Singes do. And I know I can just continue to be aggressive in my wave push because I'm not really afraid. I don't have flash, but that also means the Fizz doesn't have flash either, but I have ult, so I can easily escape anything. So, if the fish uses all the mobility in the world to get away from me, but that's fine, because I can still harass him under tower. I bring up my stacks, and he uses all of his mana right here, so I just go straight in on him. And I just needed one more auto attack, but I probably would have died if I had have stayed under tower, so that cloth armor coming in all the clutch for fish. If he didn't have that, I would have definitely gotten the kill on him. And he had no mana, so it's not like he could fight back anyway. So I'm just gonna look over at bot lane for a few seconds. Why? I don't know, I just felt like looking at bot lane. It's peaceful. And it'll eventually all go to shit. Because it's gold 4. What do you expect? Kha'Zix is doing Kha'Zix things at the dragon. Because that's what Kha'Zix does. He just solos dragons. Don't let Kha'Zix solo your dragons. Make sure you have a ward on that dragon. And I'm just checking bot lane. Like, again, I've already played it, obviously. This is just a replay. But I just want to look at other things, because I'm not really doing anything in lane. I chunked the fish, but this fish is really smart. He knows not to step up to me. So I can't really get anything out of it. So at this point, I'm just going to go top lane. I go top because I have nothing to do. My wave is crashed into his tower. And that Wukong is looking pretty juicy. So, I wait for Singe to make sure he's taking tower aggro. I just get knocked up by a flipped Wukong ulting. I make sure to stay out of his next ult, and I just get an easy kill. Take one tower shot, but it's fine. Now, there's a Mordekaiser here. I thought he was level 6. He wasn't. So I flashed away. But it doesn't matter. I'm Talon. This Fizz is afraid of me. He's not going to do anything. So me flashing pretty much doesn't mean anything. No, if anyone flashes away from me, I just hop over a wall and keep chasing them. Because that's what you do on Talon. Fish just farming up. A little scuttle for a Kha'Zix. It's nice. And Mordekaiser is doing his Krugs. Not too much going on right now. Now you see, I would edit to make sure that this is more of a highlight video, but that will require me spending the time to look through all of this footage to find good highlights. And honestly, I just want to talk about what I'm doing. Like, again, I might be gold, but you can still learn something from any elo, especially when it's things that go completely bad. or just seeing how much of a Pubstomp Talon is. Because seriously, Talon is really strong. So I come up the top, I want to kill Wukong again, but this fish, he just knows. He just knows. So we take the Herald instead. This is the consolation prize, and it's pretty much worth it. Fish is in his lane. We don't care where the Mord is. He can't do anything. It's a free Herald. And it's used somewhere. I think Kha'Zix takes mid with it eventually. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Mordekaiser's on bot side. I grabbed me some honey fruit, and we just continue on. The fish is MIA. So I do what Talon does, and I just push in real hard. There he is. He's back. But now he has really no way. Like, I can't kill him. He has a Secret Arm Guard. So I'm not killing him. But he can't kill me likewise. So I'm going to go top because there's a dive going on there. And I just want to make sure that Wukong absolutely can't survive. He gets one kill, but it's fine. Now, the fish knows I'm going to come back that way, but I put a ward in it a long time ago. Or did I put that ward there? I don't know, but there's a ward there. That's the whole point. And I get my full basic combo off on him, half health him. When I see the Mord, I run away. I don't feel like dealing with that. I don't care that it's a Mord jungle. I just don't want to deal with a 1v2 because I'm not that strong. All I have is serrated dirk and 2 longswords. I'll still get my ass kicked. So, you know, still gotta be careful. But the big thing is just to make sure that this fish knows to be afraid. And I keep aggressively pushing because I'm not afraid of the Mord. I can ult away, and he's at Raptors again because I figured he's done it before. Why would he not do it a second time? Now, he survives. One more auto would have killed him. But if you look on the minimap, I didn't point this out because I completely forgot, but look on the minimap, you see Kha'Zix is sitting in a bush, and here comes Mordekaiser, and he's dead. This Kha'Zix is absolutely amazing, paying complete attention to what's going on the map, and this Mordekaiser is making a huge mistake, thinking that he can go back to his jungle with 0 HP. If you get chunked as a jungler and you don't know what's going on with the enemy jungler, you cannot stick around. You have to back. You have to take that loss and just roll with it. Also, Mordekaiser jungle. What the hell is that? Your ganks, you're easy to run away from. Your team absolutely needs to set up for you. And there's just kind of... And your ultimate really... Like, when you don't have any items, when you're just not doing anything. Now, turret plating is about to fall. I was thinking going top, but since turret plates are going to fall, might as well grab me some plates. Just let top happen. I don't care. I'm going to grab 2 plates, because plates are nice. Unfortunately, plates are nice, but what happens is the only thing that makes Mordekaiser jungle remotely scary. And that's he's not taking any damage because he challenger smited me. So I deal 20% less damage to him. And then I should have flashed away. Or I didn't have flash. I don't know. I'm not aware. I think I had flash up. I can't tell. The screen that I'm looking at is like super grainy. And it might be the same for you. But I'm 3-1 at this point. And it's a shutdown for fish, but I'm like ahead by at least 15 CS at this point in the game. It's not really anything to worry about, and I've grabbed me a Tiamat now. Kha'Zix doing Kha'Zix things. So now I'm really just like, there's nothing for me in mid, really at all. I just need to shove the wave out super fast, because if I shove wave out, that means my wave is going to crash into a tower, and if it crashes into the tower, Fizz is losing experience, which is pretty big. Having an experience lead over an assassin who's already behind really makes it easy to not have to worry about them, because they just don't deal. Their base stats just aren't going to be good enough. as you roll into the mid game, he really needs items to actually be popping off, and since he's going for the arm guard as well as a sheen, which just gives upgrading to a Lich Bane, but at the moment he just didn't have any damage to do anything. Now, it's a shit show going on in bot lane, so I decide to join eventually. The Wukong TP comes in. There's a Lucian in the back who's getting chased down by Singe. Mord ults the Blitzcrank, which is weird. Like, he gets the kill, and I just come in, clean this up pretty easily. The Braum runs away. Now, I flash here, but it's pretty important that I do flash, because my W was on cooldown at that moment, and so was my Q. But my W was going to come back a little bit sooner. I had forgotten that I had clicked off of myself, so there would be no way to see it. But now, looking at this strange screen, you probably wouldn't have seen it either. That doesn't matter. The 0.5 seconds that the flash saved me, because the Wukong had to walk over to me, and Singe getting a flip off pretty much saved my life. If I didn't flash, I was dead. So there's a fish, but Kai'Sa's fine. She just does this, which is really neat. It's a thing you can do with Kai'Sa ultimate, but honestly, she probably could have just walked away, because again, it's just a Lich Bane. Fizz at 15 minutes into the game, he's not going to really deal all that much damage to you. Now, if he had something other than a Seeker's Arm Guard, maybe you should be more afraid. But otherwise, there's nothing to be done. So I'm going to come down bot here, because I pushed my wave in. I didn't even realize the tower was gone. I still don't know how the tower fell either. And nothing really happens. We get the flash out of Lucian, and I'm like, I just want to back off and leave. There's the Braum ult. That happens. I know I'm really delayed, but I'm not a shoutcaster. That's for sure. I'm more analytical. I decide I'm just gonna leave, because I don't care. Like, I don't really care if they take this tower at all. Blitzcrank dies. I'm only looking at this because I was just curious what happened, and that happened. And this happened too. Just a random fish. As I walked into lane, his minions were on my tower. I killed the minions, and he walked that direction, and the Kha'Zix was just sitting there and waiting. I swear, why can't I have more junglers like this who actually pay attention to the map and know what's going on? I have my own issues, but it's better when everyone can do this. Now, I saw Lucian pushing in the bot lane, so I just want to make sure that he can't push at all, just in case if he stayed, I would have punished him, but I'd find naught but a ward. I take it, and I leave. I'm pretty big. I'm 5'1" and 1. It seems like 125 to 106 on the Fizz. Fizz looks like he has some kills, but again, there's a whole lot of other things going on. Like, I have pretty much the equivalent of 2 items. If I didn't have the Tiamat, I would have 2 completed items. Or if I didn't have the Serrated Dirk and the Ruby Crystal, I'd have 2 completed items. Basically, I have 2 completed items. And Blitzcrank dies. Now, I'm just waiting in this bush because, like, my team is backed off. I'm not that strong. I know what I can do, but fighting a 1v3 is not something I can do. So Fizz thinks that he's going to predict me coming in, that I'm not paying attention, but I have a ward there. I don't know why it's there. It's just there. But even if it wasn't there, I still wouldn't be walking up to my lane because I already knew he was nearby. And it's totally something I would have done too. I would have waited behind this wall and try to go for an ult. Now, I'm constantly pushing wave because that's just kind of what you should do. You push wave and someone has to go respond, otherwise they're losing experience and they're losing gold, and that's going to be damage to structures. So Fizz has to go to mid to deal with that, meaning I can come respond first. Braum and Lucian are backing all the way off, so we just gangbang the Mordekaiser. Pretty easy. He's the jungler, and he's super behind. And with him dead, there's no way we can lose this dragon. We have a Kai'Sa, a Kha'Zix, a Talon. It's pretty much ours. So now Lucian and Braum should never be getting close. Like, there's no purpose, there's no reason to. And I find a fish in the bush. See, like, he deals no damage to me. He deals half my HP with his full combo. Now granted, yes, it wasn't a full fish ult, but even still, the level advantage I have over him is still pretty big. And because of that, I'm able to just outlive him. Now I'm taking a drink right now, which is why the camera's just stuck. Don't mind me. Blitzcrank Kha'Zix get a kill on a Mordekaiser. Hooray. Give them a golf clap. And I have myself an Edge of Night. The Knight's Edge. An edgelord's favorite toy. So, really at this point, the game is not done and over with. It's still 14-12, but I am huge. I have 2.5 items completed. I can just walk up to anyone and pretty much say, I see you have a pocket full of gold. I'm going to take that now. And I just pretty much 1v1 the fish. Now the Braum comes in and I flash away because I'm very easily startled. I am easily startled. So I flash away. I didn't need to. I probably could have still killed the fish and got away with it. But Blitzcrank goes after the Lucian. I'm like, I don't really think this is the greatest idea, but you know, I'm a follow-up. Braum is far away. Wukong is teleporting in, and me and Blitzcrank, we both know that's huge because none of us have the teleport. So with Wukong not having teleport, he can't get to any big fights like this one because he's walking through mid-wave now. So now it's a complete, you know, 5v3. Blitzcrank, nice flash hook. I go in on the Lucian because he's the biggest threat. I don't get him, he flashes away. Braum is being taken care of by the Kai'Sa and the Singe, so I'm just like, I'll give him a little help because Mordekaiser is in the prison with Kha'Zix, and once he comes out, I just get a free critical Q. It's just that simple. The fish gets a bug. I'm just making sure to protect Kai'Sa. I just don't want her getting hurt. Flish flashes away. Wukong ults and flashes away as well. Singe really wants these kills, but we're not going to get them, and I don't really care. I just want to push wave. At the end of the day, kills aren't the best thing in the world when you can get experience, because 2 minion waves, if you catch all of it, is worth a normal kill. If it's first blood, then sure. Although, if we're talking like invades, like early game invades, unless your team composition absolutely has a level 1 advantage, there's really no reason to do it. It's just super risky. It's like, don't even bother. Just set up vision, and if the enemy team invades, split the map. I take me a red buff. It's really simple, and I want it. I don't care about Kai'Sa or Kha'Zix having it. I want the damage. I want the slow. I want the minor amount of HP regeneration. And I'm just going to go wait here, see if anyone's brave enough to walk up into their jungle. I do not have any way to know if I'm on vision yet, but I don't even care if I am. It's still pressure. I just want to make sure I'm catching this wave because we've already taken the inhibitor tower. We've already taken it. We don't need to worry about that. Taking inhibitor doesn't really do anything for us anyway. Like, we have pretty much full control. The fish is the only one who even thinks to come. Well, Braum comes too, but I'm not afraid of either of them. And fish is not going to even dare step to me. He knows to back away. But I'm waiting for Cloud Drake to come up. So I make sure that I take Scuttle when Cloud Drake is less than a minute away. They managed to get a kill onto the fish. Kai'Sa does a weird ult. She didn't need to. She would have been fine. I was walking up because I wanted to make sure the fish doesn't get away. But then I see like, oh, here's a wave. I'm going to push it in. And my team is taking a completely unneeded fight. There's no reason to take this because I'm here. They're there. And they just get... like, if I was there, it would have been a different story, but I don't want to play front to back. I'm an assassin. That's not how I do things. I want to pick people off who are foolish enough to actually walk up. And what I mean is situations like this. They know I'm still alive, and yet this Braum is walking up without vision, and I immediately kill him. I ignite for the true damage because of the Braum shield. Then Lucian and Mordekaiser, like, look, they don't want to go into empty vision, and I just get an easy kill onto Mordekaiser. Because it's so simple. Lucian just bails on him so hard. Because they can't deal with me. Fish thinks he can kill Singe and get away with it. He can't. And Lucian thinks because I'm half HP, I won't kill him. He's wrong. I will kill him. And I'll get a heal because of Triumph. That's how I want to play Assassins. When people are being foolish enough to come at me in 1v1 scenarios. Because in lower elos, I'm not saying I've ever been to a higher elo, I only hit gold, but I stop. Like, I stop playing after I hit gold pretty much any season, because I just don't care. I'll try to climb higher for the rest of this season. That way I can have some extra videos here and there for when I'm not able to put out my more edit-heavy videos. Because I want to make sure there's content on this channel. And like, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying myself. They're like, 5 games. 5 losses in a row. Ah, jeez. But, I'm gonna kill this Wukong here. And I'm waiting for him to be so deep into his back that he stops paying attention. Because that's what a lot of people just do. They stop paying attention to their back. And I almost die. But, because I get such an early advantage off on him, I'm able to just completely kill him. When you're backing, you want to always pay attention to what's going on, especially when you have assassins on the enemy team, because they're looking for picks. And I watch high elo videos pretty much all the time, and you don't really see assassins all that often because teams are more aware of what's going on. They have vision. They're thinking about not what they just want to accomplish, they're thinking about what would the enemy want to accomplish as well. And assassins want that pretty much 1v1. They don't want to do team fights unless it's like Conqueror Z. But even then, you still don't really want a team fight. You want those small moments where someone's off alone, which is why assassins are really good in low elo, because people walk off on their own all the time. So this is just a free Baron. Like, what is the enemy team going to do? We don't need to have an inhibitor down just to take Baron. All we need is vision control and waves pushed up. With those 2 things alone, you can take Barons easily. And we just have the isolation damage. Now, I backed because I thought I had a completed item. There's an Umbral glaive in my inventory, which I don't think goes off once at all. But I thought I had a completed item, but I didn't, because I was still looking at my Umbral glaive and I was trying to get a dagger of Drekthar, or whatever the hell it's called. But it gives me a hit my desk. It allows me to get back to bot lane because I want to push this out. Because again, I don't want to play team fights. Team fights are not where I'm going to shine. I want to be at the tail end of a fight where everyone is kind of scattered, and so I can pick someone off easily, which is the fights I've been joining into, or where people are just walking up to me without, you know, any safety precautions. Easily take a turret. Fish knows he can't do anything against me. He could try to fight me, But if I feel like things are just going bad, I just hop over the wall, and I don't care. I know I can just push this fine because my team is able to actually handle this. Mordekaiser has lost all ability to care because he's pushing by himself in top lane and just dies. And it's just pretty much clean taking of the base. It's like there's no need to fight. We just take the base. I could take it all on my own if the rest of them wanted to fight too. But that's my video. If you enjoyed it, you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I like this game a lot. But this is just so I could actually have time to finish what I want to work on. Bye.